Hey everybody, so upon returning to Little Joel again, the first video that I made was about this conservative guy named James Lindsay calling Kamala Harris a Luciferian Marxist because she said that we should see what the world can be unburdened by what has been. I made a bit of fun about him, I made a tweet about him, he was mad about that. He talked about it a little bit. It was a really great time. But anyway, he's still talking about that. Like, he's still obsessed with the Luciferian Marxist thing. He even has a video where he's talking to Charlie Kirk about how she's a Luciferian Marxist. So I thought I should take this opportunity to go through that clip with you and, talk through it and maybe process it together. Charlie Kirk begins the conversation.
Vice President Harris will say repeatedly, what is the quote? The quote is that we can see what can be unburdened by what has been. Is that word salad or Marxism?
Okay, so already we're off to a bad start, because Kamala Harris saying that is neither word salad nor is it Marxism. Interestingly, there are more than two things that it could be, and it didn't name what it was. So it's not Marxism or word salad. It's actually a milquetoast affirmation of the fact that we should, go into the future with minds uncluttered by dogma, that we should keep our minds open and explore how the world can be improved without just sticking dogmatically to tradition, that we should explore and make the world a better place. Anyway, I'll proceed.
It's Marxism. That is, in fact, not at all word salad. It is a Marxist, as I said on Twitter the other day, and got mocked relentlessly by the media for this.
James Lindsay was not mocked relentlessly by the media. I'm the most famous person who talked about James Lindsay saying this. I looked it up. There are no articles about it. There's not even a lot of big quote tweets of his original tweet saying it. It's just me. It's just me. So I am the media. I was the one who mocked him relentlessly. I just think it's really good how conservatives try to play up the importance of what's going on here. That I, on my Twitter and second YouTube channel, made a video about how he's dumb, has become now that the media mocked him relentlessly.
I said it's a Marxist incantation, as a matter of fact. It's like a spell.
He did indeed say that Kamala Harris saying that was a Marxist incantation. And it's interesting that both in this conversation and in the original tweet, he never actually explained the incantation bit of it, that she was conjuring some sort of a Marxist spell. I still haven't heard much of an explanation into how it is indeed an incantation as opposed to a boring sentence.
So you can see the possibility of a world that's unburdened from its own history, which is exactly what Mao Zedong did when he launched the campaign of Smash the Four Olds, the four old characteristics of Chinese society. They were going to make a new China that was going to be unburdened by what had been in the past of China.
This guy, Mao Zedong, I haven't heard of him, but he seems bad. It seems like he wanted to bring about some changes to the world, and that actually, as it turns out, those were bad things, and he did harm to the people of China. It seems like, just guessing from the context here. And because of that, when Kamala Harris says that she wants to change society and be unburdened by the expectations and assumptions of the past, she's actually doing what professionals call a Mao Zedong. She's kind of being a bit Mao-like in that regard.
This is what the Soviets, the Bolsheviks, did when they took over power in Russia, is that they were going to make the new Russia. They're going to make the new man, as a matter of fact. People could become unburdened by what has been so that they could see what could possibly be.
I don't know who this Lenin guy he's talking about is, but from context, he seems like another case of a leader who wanted to change the world, and who it seems like James Lindsay doesn't like very much, doesn't agree with about stuff. So I guess that in that regard, interestingly enough, Kamala Harris is kind of like him, because A, James Lindsay doesn't like her, and B, she said that she wants to change the world.
Madam Vice President, when she says that, I assume, given that her father was a Marxist and a professor, I assume she knows what she's saying, and I don't buy her idiot valley speak shtick one bit. I think she's far more smart and far more savvy than conservatives have given her credit for, and she is an outright Marxist.
The thing that most annoys me about this video clip is that while he defends the claim that she's a Marxist, he actually completely drops the more important of the two claims, which is that she's a Luciferian, that she's a practicing Satanist, That seems like the more sort of contentious claim that he made in that tweet. You know, if he was just saying that Kamala Harris was a Marxist, that's just what conservatives do when they see liberals. They always call them Marxists. I wouldn't have cared about that at all. I would have expected that and do expect that. It's the Luciferian bit that really caught me off guard and that I thought was funny. And that, in the end, is why the media mocked him so. Anyway, that's the end of the clip. I hope you have a blessed day.